All right, we know this is one of the funnest reads of the day. It's for Leo. You great big pussycat. We know that Leos love love. And Leos love children, and you're so true to yourself with the cat coming out. And it says, know that your children are protected. That gives me chills. Know that your children are protected. Well, okay, so Leo is, as much fun as a Leo is, Leos are extraordinarily protective of their pride. Leos are actually protective of everybody. In their domain, in their home, in their tribe, in their whatever. I mean, they're king of the jungle and they don't even come from a jungle. They don't even live in, I mean, they're super protective of everything. But especially those cubs. So I'm just going to pull okay. Sometimes we have to, nobody gets to, we don't even get to keep our children safe from life. And regardless of what age your children are at, the Rahu Ketu, the North Node, South Node, is always at work within us. And I think that when we see people that we love, especially if they're our youth, our children, that we really want to protect them from the harshness of Rahu. Rahu is malefic, but he's also what we're always striving towards. And I think that some of my Leos out there are watching the transformation in their cubs of Rahu and how aggressive that transition can be. I think that you feel, my Leo, everything, first of all, absolutely everything. I think that you are, of course, psychic to your own children or youth, you know, that are around you, whoever you're connected to. And so I really feel like you really feel this. And though you may feel like there is defeat only ahead in this situation, I promise you that there is not. But I'm also going to go ahead and tell you it's going to be a little ugly, okay? You do have the Four of Swords, which is the card of the Lord of rest from strife. So you do have a better day coming, all right? And the Queen of Wands came out in reverse, which means there will be success, there will be growth, there will be transformation into going through the seasons of Rahu and Saturn and all that crap that we have to go through, and watching your kids go through this. It means that, you know, it can only be upside down for so long, okay? It's going to be right side up, and they are going to evolve. And really come into themselves through these very difficult experiences. This first, I get the feeling like this is harder for you for some reason than, I've never had a reading like this. Then why is this particularly hard right now for Leo? What is Leo's Well, I mean, yes, Leo, we all know that you want this to happen very quickly. Uh, and maybe it will. We've got Mercury and Sagittarius. Mercury is communication, 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 communication. You know, and Jupiter is, you know, the bear of water, you know, taking this from here to over there. And not only that, he's ruled by Jupiter, okay? And yeah. So in this season of difficulty, my dear Leo, for your children, the most important thing to know is that the divine is taking care of your children, okay? That they are going to be protected as they go through what can look like a pretty challenging time, and that you are not going to be able to save them from. You're going to have to let them go through it, okay? And it is going to be pretty rocky, but there is going to be success. There is before it is over, it's probably going to get a little bit wild, but you have the promise of your children being protected, and that is a divine message, okay? And so it's like, call on your spirit guides, pray to the angels, do whatever you can do. Magically, spiritually, it's I mean, you can't keep them from the situation. You can't put them back in the womb, okay? They're gonna have to go through their life, but you can absolutely call on your ancestors to walk through this and kind of be, like I said, Jupiter was over here with Sagittarius, be the shield, you know, call on the planets, do what you can. Teach also, this may be a message for some people, is that y'all, we gotta start teaching our kids about magic, okay? Because that's the greatest protector. The magic is the greatest protector that there is. Y'all are gonna hate me for saying that. Jeepers. Anyways, we can't keep our cubs out of strife, because that's what makes us grow in life. And that is what creates the transformation in all of us. But we can teach our cubs how to bear it. And we can also teach them how to protect themselves. I'll leave it there with that. But anyways, the situation that you're going through, Leo, is going to end, and it's going to end with success, because you're ending here on an Ace of Wands, which basically means that there's going to be a new way of doing things. And it's going to come right after this storm is over, and it's going to lead you, it's going to lead you, it's going to lead to a new beginning. And show us something good for the Leos out there who are worried about their children, young or old, it doesn't even matter. I don't know what's better, worrying about a little kid or worrying about a big kid. I don't know. I think that this message also, my dear Leos, is we are also children. to somebody, to something, to the world, to the earth. And we too are protected. It's such a great message. It's so complicated. It's like there's so many layers to it. Kipper, do you have anything to show me? Courthouse. For some of you, there is going to be a visit to a courthouse, but Kipper says that we're looking for something good to happen. And he says that, that's not what he says. Go away. That's not your card. Maybe there's going to be like a judgment or something that's going to be good. Maybe one of your kids, their Rahu, Saturn, return, whatever the hell is going on. Maybe, maybe it's going to declare that your kids are going to come home. Wow. Maybe for some of you, there's been a custody battle. Maybe for some of them, this is your Rahu, and you're the one who's going through this terrible season, and it's affecting your kids. But your kids are protected, but the end result is there is going to be something that they are protected. It's a messy situation, but you will wind up with the authority of bringing them home. Maybe there's a custody battle, maybe there's a jail situation, maybe there's even a hospital situation. That's most likely what it is, because the card that I didn't like, that I was like, that's not your card, was actually a card of health. So for some people, they're worried about their kids' health. Maybe they've been in a hospital. Maybe, anyways, let's pull a little something more. This is a really funky day of readings. I mean, I did two other ones just online, but in general, like today, the readings, a lot of times I'll tell people, look, let's not do a reading today because this is just a weird ass day. Like if I get that energy and there's flexibility with like my client's schedule, you know, if it's not something, if it's just like some, you know, just like, oh, you know, not an impending, really important reading. I'm like, look, when we fling these cards, we want the best cause, you know, we want the best ones to fly out. So if there's any flexibility and it's just a weird day, let's just give it an hour or two, or maybe even check back in tomorrow. Then this has definitely been one of those days, and it just means that they're harder messages to deliver. It doesn't mean they're not true. It just means that they're just heavier to deliver, and it speaks to it, and it usually means that it's addressing the lower energy. But those people need readings too, I know. However, your final card that you got, Leo, was Wolf, the Pathfinder. Release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenge, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. And that is so true of Leo. Y'all do, like, Leos are the most wonderfully, beautifully heart people until you are mean to them. Then you're done. You're dead to them. But Leos are like, I always say this. A Leo's like this, what do you want? What do you want? Think of, what is it that you want? And if you were like, I I want a banana split. Leo's like, banana split every day for the rest of your life until you decide you want something more. Whatever you want, you can have it. I want you to have it. Whatever your desire is, Leo wants to put it in a jar and give it to you right away. Leos love to make people happy. Leos love to be a pathfinder. Leos love to help people find happiness, be successful, all of these really wonderful and generous things. I think that's such a beautiful card to end on because it's obvious that you are worried, Leo, my dear, precious, beautiful Leo, about your pride, as in your children, your cubs, okay? But there is a path, you will find it, that is going to lead from this strife that either you or your child or family have been going through. For some of you, there's a health situation. For others of you, maybe there's an estrangement. For others of you, it's just watching your own children go through their own Rahu or Saturn return, and you can't protect them the way that you want to. Don't forget about magic. But you are going to have rest at the end from you are going to have a rest from strife. I'm sorry. And like I said, and that is truly how it's going to end. And when we got clarifiers, you should try to kind of see more for what this is. Some of you, that means that there may be a court situation that is going on. This should end and not a detriment or anything like that. Okay, we also got the home, which could be like maybe there's a court ordered for your children to come back home. Maybe there's maybe somebody just got papers to their new home. From others, maybe some of them are going to be recovering from health issues. Maybe they've had to be in a hospital or like a therapy type long-term clinic, and they're going to be coming home. But the thing to most remember in the middle, while you're looking and determining and finding that path, is it will end. Okay. It's such a weird day. If this makes any sense to you, I hope that there is something good in it. I will be doing the month ahead probably later this weekend, Sunday, Monday, something like that. If any of this resonates with you, or if you have a question and I can have the ability to answer it, I will. When I don't like these readings when they're like this, because I want to solve the problem, but I don't know what the problem is. And if I knew what the problem is, I could pull a card on it. Bottom line, I love Leos. And Leos always take care of their own. Okay, we're going to end on that because it actually did end on a good note. Leo, I love you so much. Pause up. Clean your ears. Don't listen to the nonsense. And I will see you on the other side of this situation.